What's up, everybody? It's your host, Cleric Dragoon, and I got a special guest today, my friend Brad, aka Shadow Puppet. What's going on, Brad?
What's up, man?
I wanted to have you on today, Brad, because we're going to look at some low-level hero attacks at Town Hall 9. We're going to start with your attack, Brad, matter of fact.
Yep.
And what I'm going to do, I'm coming in, I'm at 2 minutes, Brad. And Brad, you know, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't think they can get these Town Hall 9 hits done with low heroes, but it's possible if you have a good plan, right, Brad?
Yeah, I think if you go in account for the CC, account for the heroes and stuff, I think you can get the base down regardless of your level, and get it done.
Well, Brad, let's take a look at this base, and you know the Army Comp. It's a shattered Goho, yes.
Yep.
And you've got definitely doo-doo heroes here, Brad. So let's talk about it, Brad. Are you going in on the Queen side? Yeah.
Yeah, I am. So my intention here going in was to get the Queen down. I'm gonna heal my kill squad. It's kind of counterintuitive, but I look at this base and I think that probably the bombs are kind of near the CC or along the edges. So my goal was to get the Queen down, get the CC down, and then send hogs from right beside my kill squad and just fill up from there, because I mean it's a relatively weak base, but it's appropriate for the hero levels that I have.
Well, Brad, let's talk about this. Now, you know, a lot of times if we have Town Hall 8 hits that we try to probe these Town Hall 9s, but if I'm not mistaken, we had a little trouble with the bottom, and I think this was a fresh hit for you, was it not?
I can't remember exactly, but I think I did not know where the bombs were going in for sure.
All right, well, let's start this video right now, Brad.
All right.
I want you to talk us through it, Brad, as it goes.
Okay, so my plan was to go ahead and I dropped the giant up top and a few hogs. My goal was to get the GG out. I assumed there was a dragon, and there was, so I wanted to get that out of there and draw it to the bottom. I dropped my lower level golem to kind of tank for that one cannon, and then the high level golem I wanted to go into the core. I dropped the poison for the CC, and I always bring extra wall breakers. It's kind of unnecessary, but it's just it's a habit thing. So I realized here that I had created the pawn that I wanted, and I could get most of my hogs to go up and around at this point. So I had dropped the first kill to go ahead and fill everything up. I was a little bit concerned with my hogs, but I realized that most of the hogs were fine.
They were pretty red, though, right there. Ooh.
Very red, yeah, very red. So I dropped a few at the top. I did not expect to split at the bottom, so I went ahead and killed the bottom here. I probably should have placed that poison better for the skeletons, but as you can see here, I had the last poison for the rest of the defense.
Yeah, I like this last heal, Brad. That was perfect. Really nice heal.
Yeah, so I mean, it was low level heroes, but a base that is appropriate for this level. You have to understand where your limitations are at.
Oh, this is a tough base. This is a tough base, man. I mean, for your level of heroes, definitely. I mean, this wasn't easy. This was an excellent plan, and you worked it.
You just have to kind of know the limitations of your troops, and you have to not want to take on more than you could take on. So I thought this base was good for me. I thought I could get in there, and if I healed my kill squad, I thought I could get the rest down with the Hawks. I was pretty happy with it.
All right, well, you got a 3-star there, man. Kudos to you. Let's take a look at number 14.
Okay.
And as soon as it comes up, pause it.
Okay.
All right. And as you can see here, Hundy has a shattered Goho. Now, we always assume as a Town Hall 9 it's a golem in the CC, but now wait a minute. I just noticed something. He has 2 golems built. So what? It may not be a golem in that CC, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, considering that we have 2 golems, you're seeing level 4, I'm assuming he has max hogs in CC. This base is not bad. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not really anti-3-ish, but it still has multiple spots to be CGBs. So I'm interested to see how he takes this down.
It kind of reminds me of a weird variation of the Galatrap. I know you maybe disagree, but It's got the four corners and the thing in the center, you know, and it's a variation because it has little pockets here and there. But let's take a look at his
Yeah.
entry. Where do you think he's going in at, Brad? I mean, he's got to get the queen down. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna assume he's gonna come from left of the bottom and jump into the score, but I don't know. I think it's interesting that he bought a jump and a rage. I think that's a lot of investment for small heroes, but I'm interested to see how this plays out for sure.
wonder if he's got some Valkyries in that CC. That would explain a rage, maybe. Let's take a look.
Yeah, well,
Let's start this video right now.
all right.
All right,
Minute.
because Hundy's got me curious here. Let's see. Oh, he's coming in from the top, top left. Interesting. Well, and that's not a bad place, Brad. I mean, he's going to come in right at that expo, which if they make it that deep in, and he has low-level heroes. I mean, these guys are 10 and 12, so that's pretty deep into this base with those size heroes as well. So I'd say this is a lofty goal right here.
Okay, so he has a few barbs, a few bouts in the CC. That's good. I like that. I think he dropped his poison a little bit too quick. He dropped the one in almost a second immediately. I think he could have waited another second, but you see the approach angles he's taking with the hogs. I think those are good, really good.
Right, and look at that. The core is totally smashed. I'm digging this so far. I mean, it's looking really nice.
Yeah, so the only concern at this point is if there's a double jump bomb set at the bottom.
There it is. Oh my goodness. So he just lost. He lost about half of that line of hogs there, I think, Brad. But it's okay because he's got a ton left. That golem is tanking for these guys. Look, they're coming through now. That Tesla is really cooking these hogs. But
yeah, but there's no DGB there, so he's fine. I mean, you know, he'll clear that no problem.
He's still got his king's ability.
Yeah, he guessed and he guessed right. You know, and sometimes that's important on the first hit.
Yeah, and I believe, like I said, with the most of these hits, a lot of these were fresh hits in this war. Like I said, our Town Hall 8s fell in their face. I think you had to drop down this war and take one, and so most of these hits were fresh. And the 3 stars that we had a few that were not fresh, but for the most part, a lot of them were fresh, and so that makes it even more impressive, especially with these hero sizes.
Yeah, and this is I mean, this is a good example of using Valks to your advantage. I mean, he went ahead with patient with Valks, got them into the core, you know, got the CC down, and the Valks could work.
Yeah, hey man, hey, super nice creativity on that attack, Hundy. Very good. Hey Brad, let's go to 12 with Star-Lord, and let's pause it.
I'm starting up, and I'm paused.
And you talk about this army comp for this base, Brad.
Okay, so I'm looking at so again, we're looking at Stoned Dovaho.
Stoned?
Got a good jump.
You mean Shattered?
Sorry, Shattered. Yeah, sorry, Shattered.
Yep.
I'm assuming there's a goal in the CC. So I think he's going to break in one layer, jump into the core, send Valks to the core, and I'm really worried. If you look at the top there, above the Queen, there's, you know, plenty of opportunity for a DGB set.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
I'm pretty interested to see how he goes about avoiding those.
All right, well, let's play it. Let's start it right now.
Yep. Golem CC, good funnel.
He's coming in on the opposite side of the Queen, though. That's interesting to me.
Well, I mean, I think if you're going to use Valks, I think that's good. I think you can afford to go the long way about it. As long as you get the CT down, you're fine. And if they're stupid and they have a hound in the CCs, and you're golden. He has a dragon, a loon, and a couple archers. So it was risky here for sure.
He's kind of late on that poison, though. Kind of late on that poison.
Definitely. Yeah. But the Queen's going to go down here, I think. I think he should have started the hogs a little bit lower than where he started them. So it's a little bit odd for me. I don't like splitting hogs at all. I think it's risky. But so far, you know, it's working out for him.
Are they going to cross that DGB spot? Are they? No. Oh, this is beautiful. Well, if you look at it, Brad, he started those hogs. As a matter of fact, I talked to Star on this attack, and I kind of helped him with the hog pathing, actually. And the whole idea was to straddle that double set. We did have a scout on this base.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm really, really uncomfortable with straddling you know,
Look, see, there's the other bomb. The hogs just crossed
yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah, see it. I'm really uncomfortable with straddling that set. It, I don't like it, but it works.
Yeah, it worked this
And
time,
so,
but now it could bite you. If
yeah,
one line of hogs gets a defense down faster than the other, it could bite you. But I told him that those defenses were stacked pretty close, and I felt like that the line on the other side was going to stay over, and it did just enough for those hogs to get through. So that part of the attack was actually my idea, but it worked out this time.
yeah, it did. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think if you can go into a set somehow, that's good. Um, I like that he went away from the queen because most of the time you'll find the DGB sets on the anti 3-star bases are away from the queen. So I like him going away from the queen and trying to go in, and yeah, it worked out well.
Now let's go to 11, and let's start in pause.
All right, starting it, pausing it.
And now, as you can see, we've got a totally different ball game here. Star Lord has a Go La Loon prepared, and I don't know if
Yeah,
it's a shattered or a cold blooded. I'm not sure.
yeah, me. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that's a shattered, and the reason is we have 3 hounds here, and the 3 hounds to me makes me think that he's gonna use his CC for a golem. I think he wants to probably get both of the air defenses at the top left portion and the queen down. He has jump. So I imagine he'll use a jump over the expo and then a rage near there.
Right, that
Get
jump
the
will
queen.
get him into all 4 compartments basically.
Yeah.
But the bad thing about that, Brad, is when you use a jump and they go into 4 compartments, you don't know which ones they're going to go into, and it puts in question how they're, are they going to get down both air defense? But that's the risk you
Yeah.
take.
Yeah, and another thing is you only have top lizards. I mean, this funnel is going to be pretty risky.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I think that's okay. I think that's fine. I mean, I think it's good. I think low of a queen. He has decent heroes. He can get to it, and he'll get the sweeper that's pointed into the core down pretty quick. And I think he can. I think he'll probably start the air portion from the top right, and send the hound in 2 balloons on the cannon, go from the far right and then from the bottom. I think it's a good plan for the space, honestly.
Well, let's take a look at it. Let's start it right now.
Okay.
And he's
Okay,
coming
we'll
in.
go.
He's coming in right where you said.
Wow. So yeah, Tesla popped up. I would have gone a little bit wider on that funnel. I would have definitely gone wider, just to make sure stuff moved in. But this one mortar is not really doing anything on the top, and we have a hound in the CC, which could be good or could be bad. I'm just gonna slow the queen down a little bit, but it should let the team go ahead and move forward. The jump is right where we said it should be.
Yep.
He's gonna go ahead. So he's banging on the hound. He's gonna definitely get 1 air defense, maybe 2. So we'll see how it plays out. The hound bust. I think he could have waited on the team's ability just a little bit. That's
I
okay.
think I would have poisoned those lava pups, man. He's got a poison right here.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's not likely for there to be air.
Oh man, did you see these Teslas? Oh my goodness, man! I know he freaked out on that. That was nasty, dude. That was nasty. And now his lava hound is in trouble. He's popped, and wow, Star's freaking out at this moment.
Well, you know what? I mean, I think the haste was appropriate. I think the rage is really good.
And look at this. I mean, that's good, Brad. If you think about it now, this guy, his attack is not going to plan at this time, and yet he kept a cool head, was able to put some really key spells down when he needed to, and there you go. He's got a hound that hadn't even popped yet, which is a bad thing, but so I mean, I think all in all, he handled this base quite well. Look, if that bomb will just pop this hound, can you pop this hound?
It will. Yeah, 1 second.
Boom! Look at there. Get it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I think that's a good hit. I mean, I really enjoy this type of troll base where they try to make you mess up. you look, make you look silly, kind of. I think he handled it well. I think it was a good approach. A few things to work on, but overall, definitely solid attack, and obviously it's a 3-star. Good for him.
I just got to say that our lower level hero Town Hall 9's put on a clinic this war. Unfortunately, we did come up short this war, but we had some really good attacks, some really good hits, impressive performances from guys with these low level heroes. I'm really impressed, Brad.
Well, I'll say, I back in the day of Dominican, I used to mod, and so looking at this war, we definitely got modded against, and I think that's the reason we lost. We had guys scout in the enemy clan, and I think that is the sole reason we lost. And to come up short by 2 stars against a mod clan, I think that says we're doing good things. I mean, from what I've seen in the last 3 wars, we're doing fine. If we lose 1 war to a mod clan, no big deal.
Yeah.
They'll get banned. Long term, they'll get banned. And the reason we lost this war is because of that. And I think long term we will not lose because of that. And this clan 2 months from now probably would not have a shot at all against us, because not only did they mod us, but they also ghost us. And if you want to mod, if you want to mod and say, okay, I want to practice that, that's one thing. But to ghost is a whole other thing. I mean, they were ghosts in our 10, which to me is kind of silly. And I think, it's a good war. We did really great.
All right. Well, I'm going to close it out on that. I hope this has helped anybody that's watching on lower level hero attacks. I hope you guys can gain some creativity from watching these attacks, because there was a lot of creativity out there during this war. So that's going to close it out, Brad, and I'm out of here.
All right, man. Thanks.
If this evil force can be stopped and destroyed,